Órale! Bienvenidos and welcome to the Familia FFB podcast. This is your host, Jorge Martin. Familia AFC Championship Sunday. It is the best. It is the best of the best. Also, I want to make sure you're the best, okay? And liking and subscribing to Familia FFB. Please keep our numbers growing up. And we're going to keep giving you this great content year round. But you know what? Right now, we are breaking down Kansas City Chiefs at Baltimore Ravens. I can't wait for this game. This is going to be fantastic football. We got the Ravens with 4.5 point favorites. Now, understand this was 3.5 only a few days ago, so the money has been coming in on the Ravens. So keep that in mind. It's 44.5 point over under. We're expecting some rain in this game. Okay, 45% chance of rain. Weather is going to be, kind of the temperatures are going to be kind of in the mid 40s. So it's going to be chilly. It's not going to be what the Chiefs had against the Dolphins, a couple weeks ago, nor even what they had last week between the Ravens and the Texans. So keep that. So a little bit better weather, but again, it's going to be a wet football today, Familia, which can be tough. It could make it tough on the passing game. So let's look at the game real quick. And again, this is going to be a mini episode, not going to be a long one, only a few minutes. So we've got the Chiefs who with Mahomes. It's got the Mahomes magic, okay? So how do you go against the Mahomes magic? Now, he has covered against the spread with his last 10 games where he has been an underdog. He's covered 9 times and pushed once. Okay, Familia. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, but the other thing is he has not passed for 300 yards since week 15. So part of it may be the weather. A big part of it's going to be the receivers that he's had. But you know what? He has been concentrating the targets a lot to Rashee Rice and Travis Kelce. But we're looking at this one. We got the Ravens. They've given up 100-yard receivers to Brandon Ayuk, Cooper Kupp, Keenan Allen over the last few weeks. So they have been able to get beat a little bit on the back end, but Rice is a little bit of a different receiver. He's getting a lot of short balls. I mean, they're lengthening his ADOT a little bit here and there, but it's still, he's getting a lot of short passes, and with the rain, that's probably going to be a factor here too. So I'm looking at that one kind of a muted day a little bit. His target, Rashee Rice, his targets have been pretty consistent. In his last 6 games, 4 times he's had at least 9 targets. So he's going to be getting plenty of work there. But the guy I'm really expecting to get a lot of targets from Mahomes is going to be Travis Kelce, Familia. Okay, so in his last 3 games, kind of up and down when it comes to the targets, 4, 10, and 6. Okay, but last week he turned those 6 targets into 5 catches, 75 yards, and 2 touchdowns. All those people who've been saying that Travis Kelce is adios, no. He's still that man, okay? And keep throwing up those heart emojis at Taylor Swift, okay, amigo? That's good stuff. But hey, but this Ravens defense is one of the best, if not the best in the NFL. They're the Triple Crown winner, first-time Triple Crown winner, okay, where they had the fewest points allowed, most sacks, and most turnovers on a season. So that's the thing. That's what we're dealing with in against Mahomes. Again, that man is Mahomes, like Michael Jordan, okay, where it just happens where he's in the playoffs and he's inevitable. So we're gonna see. He's not perfect like Jordan was in his later years, but he is still that man. Okay, so but again, is the rain going to be a little bit of a factor? I think it is. I really think it is. Okay. Also, the other factor is going to be Isiah Pacheco. Okay, he's dealing with ankle and toe injuries. Also, his All-Pro guard Joe Tooney is going to be out of this game, so that's going to be a big part, really impacting the running game. Baltimore's defense has been getting a little bit beat lately in the run game. In the last 5 games, they have allowed 4 100-yard rushers. So keep that in mind, okay? Maybe Pacheco is going to be a play. Keep him in mind on prop bets. Okay, maybe he goes over because he is very much, a part of this big part of this offense. So, but man, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough all around against that great Baltimore defense. When we go to the other side of the ball, Lamar Jackson, the upcoming MVP. He had 4 touchdowns last week. Just an amazing, amazing game. Also, he had a big Christmas Day game against the 49ers where he threw 5 touchdowns against them in that one. So against great defenses, against great teams, these Ravens are still coming through. You know what? And they're going to have to, because this Kansas City defense is also one of the best in the NFL. Number 8 against quarterbacks. Okay, number 3 against wide receivers. Okay, so those L'Jarius Sneed against Rashee against Zay Flowers, is that going to be a big factor? Okay, they're number like I was talking about, number 10 against they're number 10 against running backs, but they have gotten beat by running back the running game lately. They gave up 173 rushing yards last week. 72 were to Josh Allen. Josh Allen is one of the best running quarterbacks in the NFL. Lamar Jackson is the best. Look for him to be a big factor in the running game. Go over on the rushing props. Quarterbacks, when it comes down to this time of year, they're going to make plays with their legs, and nobody does it better than Lamar Jackson. Okay, for me. So other than him though, is somebody going to be the lead runner? Gus Edwards. He got a little banged up last week, so my money is going to be on Justice Hill. He got 66 yards rushing, 11 receiving last week, so that's going to be a big factor this week. So I think it's going to be a combo running game, but with Lamar Jackson running a lot and controlling the clock again, that rain is going to be a factor in this game. So it's going to be a wet field, muddy field. It's going to be old school. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to look ugly, but again, you know me, Familia. We need more domes. We need more domes in the Northeast and the East Coast. Okay, shouting at you, Buffalo, please. When it comes to the receivers, though, Zay Flowers, he's still getting a lot of short passes. Okay, since Mark Andrews has got knocked out back on November 16th, Zay Flowers has really taken a step forward. But this Kansas City defense is tough. Flowers last week had 41 receiving yards. Rashad Bateman had 39. Those of you who may be thinking about a prop on Odell Beckham Jr., he only ran 12 routes last week. Maybe he's dealing with something, or maybe he's just not a big part of this offense right now. So I just don't see it right now. Looking over at the tight ends, Mark Andrews has been activated. Okay, so Dr. Evan Porras, he predicted it to me that Andrews was going to be getting would be activated for this one. So maybe they're doing it to get him back here, and also maybe looking ahead in 2 weeks. Vamos a ver. But the running game is going to be like I said, is going to be a big part of. It's going to be a big part of this game. Talked about what Kansas City did last week. The Raiders, Josh Jacobs went for 110 yards against them. Zamir White went for 145 against them. So a big, bruising running game can do that. And the Ravens it may be the best rushing attack in the NFL. So but they're not going to come with one guy. It'll be Edwards close to the goal line, assuming he's healthy. All the reports are that he's going to go, but you look at it, I think it's going to be Edwards close to the goal line, a lot of Justice Hill, maybe even some Dalvin Cook, but a lot of Lamar Jackson. Okay, so when it comes down to it, look for a defensive battle in the rain, lots of running the ball. Mahomes is going to try and make some plays, maybe even make some plays with his legs. But Jackson he's a master. So he's going to make, just enough with the passing game, having a tough time today. Look for a lot of Kelce, look for a lot of Rice to get a lot of short targets, getting some, trying to make some plays. Okay. Doing something with their legs. Pacheco will get some runs, but you know what? It's going to be rough. So looking at this one, the defenses are gonna rule today. This game's gonna go under. Unfortunately, Familia, the Taylor Swift magic is gonna run out. Okay, it's gonna be Kansas. It's gonna be Baltimore 20, Kansas City 17. Familia, it's not gonna be all too well in Chiefs Kingdom today. Ravens flock, you're gonna fly. You're going to the Super Bowl. Hey. Make sure to give us a like and subscribe, okay? Familia FFB on YouTube. keep coming back there. You're gonna find a lot of my content at Yahoo Fantasy. So, Familia, get ready for some great football. Salud.